What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of this channel. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for the new subscriptions and the comments. I really appreciate it. I want to share my experience at the Punk Rock Museum in Las Vegas. That's right, it opened up earlier this year. Great place. Probably wondering, Punk Rock Museum, Las Vegas, why not New York? Why not London? Well, they didn't do it. Vegas did. All right. Uh, Particularly Fat Mike from NoFX is the one who put this all together, and they did a phenomenal job. So I'm going to be sharing some footage of the Punk Rock Museum and my experience there, and then I'm going to be sharing my mini punk rock collection. All right. I don't have a lot of punk rock in my vinyl collection, even though I wish I did. Original punk rock is hard to find. You know, all the OG people who had it back in the day still have it, and they won't get rid of it. And if you want to score it, I mean, you're gonna pay a premium. I mean, sure, I can go on eBay right now and get a copy of Nevermind the Bollocks for, you know, $2,000 or something like that, an original. But you know, the whole idea is to try and find it, man. But even if you do find it, you're probably gonna pay a anyhow. I've got a few originals, but mostly re-releases and reissues. When it comes to punk rock, I mean, you know, they sound all right, but like I said, original punk, if you've got it, don't let go of it. Don't sell it. But anyways, I've got a few things here. Let me show you this. This is Strawberries by The Damned. This is the record store day release that came out last year, I think. Yeah, last year, to celebrate their 40th anniversary, right? Exactly. Limited edition to celebrate the 40th anniversary, and it comes on this, you know, lovely pink and red swirl vinyl. Really nice with that little piggy in there. Great album, man. You know, one of the coolest songs on here, in my opinion, isn't really punk rock at all. It's Life Goes On. Really nice song, beautiful song. And this issue, really cool. My friend Rudy has an original, and I haven't heard his, so I'd like to, so we could do like a comparison. This also comes with a strawberry scented sleeve, and yeah, it's still there. It still smells a little bit like strawberry. Pretty cool. Anyways, great album. Strawberries by The Damned. Got to see The Damned last year at Cruel World Festival. Alright, they were the first band that was playing when we got there. And man, it was hot. I mean, hot. And Dave, you know, Vanyan's out there with leather pants and his sunglasses like it ain't no thing, man. And they rocked it. Really cool. The Damned, Strawberries. Next album I have here, The Replacements, Stink. Okay, this is an EP that came out between their first two albums, I think. I mean, The Replacements, I don't know, they were known as more like alternative rock, or, you know, some can even say that they're the founders of alternative rock. But anyhow, this is pure punk. It starts off with, I thought it was fake, I thought it was a skit. Minneapolis police comes and, you know, busts a party, but it's actual audio of Minneapolis police breaking up one of their shows. And it goes into, you know, Kids Don't Follow, you know, School is on here. And it's a really cool EP, The Replacements, Stink. And here's an original. I'm kind of proud of this one. Here's an original 1977 Rocket to Russia. This is a Jacksonville pressing. I think the Winchester one is the more sought after one. I mean, I haven't heard any of those. This sounds great. I got this on Whatnot, on one of the auctions. I got it off of a girl who had no idea what it was and didn't know a damn thing about records. And she was selling this big collection that she acquired from an estate. I got a good price for it. It wasn't a steal or a bargain. You know, I didn't rip her off or anything. But I got a great price, great condition. It's got a little bit of ring wear here, but the disc is in great condition, and it's got the original sleeve there. All good there. Rocket to Russia, man. The Ramones. So, walking into the Punk Rock Museum was really cool. It's located just a few minutes off the strip, not too far. You know, you got to make a reservation, you know, pick a time slot and pay for your entrance in advance. You can get guided tours, or you can just, you know, view the museum, you know, by yourself as you wish. And they were pretty lenient on the time, you know, because we got there late. We didn't pick a tour, so when we got there, they even told us, you know, you guys can go through as many times as you want. And it's 2 stories. There is a really cool gift shop at the bottom there when you enter. There's a bar, so you can, you know, you can party there. You can't take your drinks throughout the museum, though. Imagine the chaos that would cause. You got to drink in the bar, and the bar is owned by the guy who owns the Double Down in Vegas. If you've ever been to the Double Down, that was a punk rock bar, and this little bar inside the Punk Rock Museum is called the Triple Down. So, anyways, really cool bar. A little patio outside. We didn't go in the patio though because it was too damn hot. There's also a wedding chapel there. So if you want to have a punk rock wedding, you can. And right behind the chapel, there's a tattoo parlor. So, you know, you and your loved one can get a matching tattoos or something. It's a cool little chapel. And then right inside the chapel, there's a big picture of Sid and Nancy, you know, to remind you of what you're getting yourself into. So the museum itself, though, really cool. I mean, we were in awe of the place, all the memorabilia, everything you can imagine, punk rock, everything from LA to New York to the London scene to the scene in Orange County. I mean, everything. And here, let me show off another record right now as we watch all this stuff. Here's one of my favorite punk rock bands, and maybe one of my favorite bands of all time, X. This is Los Angeles. This is their debut. This is an original. I don't think it's a promo copy, even though it's white label, but it's Slash Records, you know, original sleeve and all that. There's a great picture of X there. Right there was above the wall as we were walking by, and I don't know, is this white label promo? I don't think so. The sleeve would maybe have like a stamp on it. I doubt it, but anyways, is original. And shoot, what is this? Because it says Slash Records on it. Anyhow, X, Los Angeles, produced by Ray Manzarek of The Doors. They do a cover of Soul Kitchen on here. Really cool. Great cover. Anyways, X. Alright, so moving on with the collection here. Here's a Dead Kennedys. This is, I didn't know what I was getting, actually. And I don't think he knew what he was selling me. This is a Brazilian pressing of fresh fruit for rotting vegetables. And sounds okay. I mean, I honestly don't have anything to compare it to. But I don't know. I think it's a little flat sounding to me. But like I said, I don't have any other vinyl to compare it to. But yeah, Brazilian pressing, dead Kennedys, fresh fruit for rotting vegetables. What else do I have here? Mostly reissues. Here's Legacy of Brutality, the Misfits, and there was some Misfit stuff. There's actually a lot of there was actually a lot of Misfit stuff there. There's some footage. There was Jerry Only's outfit. One of his outfits was there. Here's a copy of Die Die My Darling. And just so many cool things there. Here's Collection 1, as it's known. This is not a 1988 original. This is a reissue, too. But even though it says 1988 on here, every time I enter like all the stuff on here, it says it's not. It's a reissue. Another one of my favorite bands of all time, Bad Religion. All right, this is Stranger Than Fiction, and this is How Could Hell Be Any Worse? Limited edition, anniversary edition, on this smoky clear vinyl. Really nice. Got to see Bad Religion in Vegas at the Hard Rock, at the old Hard Rock, the Joint. Got my shirt ripped because I was in the pit. Amazing time, amazing show, Bad Religion. And here's a copy of Operation Ivy, their debut. My friend Sal was wearing his shirt when we went to the museum, and they had a lot of Operation Ivy stuff, including a big giant picture of them performing out in Berkeley. And they're just like full on rocking out. Tim is on the mic singing his heart out, and off to the right, I swear, I think it's a young Billy Joe Armstrong, just moshing basically in the pit there on stage, rocking out. I know he was a big fan of Operation Ivy. I know they're a big influence on Green Day and all that stuff. And I think that was him. There's a picture of him, in the audience. And if that's not him, well then, congratulations to the guy that looks like him. Anyhow, Punk Rock Museum, as I mentioned, you could get tours there. And who's giving the tours? Well, none other than Fred Armisen. Fred Armisen of Portlandia fame and Saturday Night Live. He was also a lead singer of a punk rock band called Crisis of Conformity. Not too familiar with them. Sorry, looks like I got a message there. Leave me alone. Anyways, he was there. He was giving a tour while we were in the bar. There's a little footage of him. He had a big tour with him, and I don't remember the prices. Okay, sorry, I don't have prices here. Obviously, if you're gonna get a tour, you're gonna pay a little more, and depending on who's giving it. Fred was there, and Joe Escalante of the Vandals was there. Okay, Joe also plays in a band called Sweet and Tender Hooligans, which is a Smiths and Morrissey cover band that I really like. He was there giving a tour, and while we were in the kind of like the OC, the Orange County section, we ran into him, and he was nice enough to say, you know what, you guys can stick around, if you want. And we heard his little presentation on Orange County punk rock. He was talking about Pennywise and Offspring and things like that. He was even going into some like skinhead culture and things like that. Anyways, Joe's really cool. There's a little shot of Joe. One of the cool things that they had there in that section was Pennywise's garage, or a replica or a recreation of their garage with all their instruments, and even the original carpet that they used to line, their garage, and a little story about that. So many things to mention. You know, way more things than I'm showing on here. I mean, Lemmy's bass was there, guys. You know, with his boots and his hat, yeah, alongside a bottle of Jack, an empty bottle of Jack. So many things from, like I said, from London. And one of the first things somebody asked me was, did they have anything from G.G. Allin? Hell yeah, they did. They had a couple of his vests. And I was like, so, like, you know, wow. I didn't even want to get near them. And not only that, because maybe they had, like, you know, shit stains on them still. But anyhow, that kind of stuff was there. Stuff from the original Punk magazine, like the whole history of Punk magazine. I don't know too much about Punk magazine, but supposedly that's where the word came from. And there's so many flyers, you know, big walls of flyers from so many shows. I can't recommend it enough if you're in Vegas. You know, I love merch. I love spending money. I got this really nice t-shirt here. Really nice t-shirt. And the merch store was really cool. I mean, just so many things. I got a couple of these stickers here. I'm going to give some of those to some friends who collect vinyl. A couple of things from my friend Gracie, my co-host on my podcast, and all this stuff. I can't wait to go back to take some more friends there, see some more things. I know I missed a few things. There's a room where you can play instruments. You can play, like, I don't know, like Fat Mike's bass, or I mean, I wonder what else they have in there. So next time I go, I'm definitely going to go in there and play one of those basses or one of those guitars, and maybe get a tattoo there or something. I highly recommend it if you love rock and roll, especially if you love punk rock, if you appreciate rock and roll history. I highly recommend the Punk Rock Museum. Let me know if you've been there. Let me know what kind of punk rock you've got in your collection. Thank you for watching. Share the channel. Have a great weekend. See you guys later.